Are you like me and just so tired of all the vitriol, all the degrading of other people's character? Whether it's politics, because that's an easy one, or whether it's on social media where we're talking about something that seems to have nothing to do with a big deal, and all of a sudden that becomes a big deal, and now we're getting attacked or somebody else is getting attacked. What's happening here? Well, it's the same thing that when I go to the grocery store and I see somebody do something that I think is inappropriate or ridiculous, or I read something online that I very strongly disagree with, and I think to myself, what's wrong with that person? What kind of person would do that or say that? Who thinks like that? This kind of language is so easy to fall into, so easy to partake in, and it's so common. It's called dehumanization. When we dehumanize someone, what we're doing, it's a psychological process in which we're creating this distance emotionally from other people. And then as a result, it makes it easier for us to mistreat, exploit, or ignore their suffering. I think that third one is particularly poignant because what I hear so often in discussions from so many different types of groups and different topics is if we just demean those people, we no longer have to acknowledge their experiences. If they're just bad people, it doesn't matter what their experiences are. It doesn't matter that they are struggling in this way or that way, because I've already decided they're not a good person. By dehumanizing them, I no longer have to listen. I stop and wonder, like, what's to gain from dehumanizing somebody? What do I have to gain? And more than anything, it's comfort. Because it's so much more comfortable to just go, that person, those people, I don't need to listen to them. I don't need to stop and see their own complex lived experiences. I don't need to wrestle with the fact that they've lived a human life just like me and come to such different conclusions. I don't have to wrestle with, what does that mean? What does that mean about my own ideas? What does that mean about how the world should and shouldn't be? Because I have my own lens. If I just dehumanize other people and declare their ideas invalid, they don't have anything to bring to the table. It's so much easier. And it's not okay to take away their humanity. And part of the cost is when I degrade someone else's humanity, I'm really creating less space for my own. Because the fact is, I'm imperfect. I make mistakes and I show up in ways that I'm like, golly, I don't want to be judged off of that. But how much space am I creating when I declare that someone else is less worthy of being treated like a human? There's a lot of discomfort in humanizing one another, because when we humanize one another, we no longer get to just claim moral superiority. We no longer get to just dismiss their whole lived experience and all their perspectives and ideas, their fears. If I'm superior, I get to dismiss it. If I want to wrestle with the discomfort, I have to let all that go. When I think about all this, what comes up for me is like, who am I to determine someone's worth or their beauty? I'm really uncomfortable with that. I think one of the greatest challenges we have, and at least in American culture, is we lack the skills of boundaries. Boundaries aren't telling people what they're allowed to do. Boundaries are saying what I'm willing to allow around me. So I can hold space for your beauty while declaring your actions, your words, your behaviors, I'm not okay with that, and I'm not okay being around that. I might not be okay voting for that. I might not be okay supporting those policies. But I don't have to also simultaneously degrade that person and declare them less human. My goal is to really invite as many people as possible into the conversations about humanizing one another, even if that's just a conversation with yourself. So I've launched a movement called Beautiful Humans. Beautiful Humans is about renewing our sense of shared humanity. And Beautiful Humans stands for this belief that all are inherently beautiful. But you don't have to already believe that. You don't have to want to believe that. It's an invitation to be curious. a place of seeing our shared humanity. And we're doing this through film, at least initially, and we're going to be traveling the country and maybe the world, if we get enough support, to draw out people's life lessons and then take those life lessons and explore the question of what makes someone beautiful. I'm not asking for you to forsake your policy positions. I'm not asking for you to change your values, and I'm definitely not asking you to tolerate behavior that you think is harmful. I'm inviting you to see that maybe we do have inherent beauty as a part of us. Will beautiful humans reach some sort of movement status on a grander level? I don't know, but I know I'm going to give it everything I've got, because this is what I've been all about for over 20 years. The idea that the words, the way we talk to one another is so important, because we can absolutely hold space for our humanity while holding true to and firm to our beliefs. And I need your help, partly because this is really expensive and partly because I really care about this. And I think a lot of people want to engage in humanizing one another. I need your help. And together, we can create a little more space for our shared humanity. Will you walk down this path with me to explore our fellow humans? Will you take this adventure of discovering our shared humanity? Will you join me as we explore and discover together what makes someone beautiful? Come, let's go together.